What is up, guys? Back here with another stream, and from now on I'm gonna start doing a lot more story times because I just quit doing them long time ago. So I'm gonna do a few different story times. I actually need to get into them more often. I used to do them all the time, but then I just quit doing them. I used to do it, like I used to have an entire channel about them, like Luna or Austin. So I'm gonna tell a few different ones because most of them are pretty short. My first one is there's this guy, and for privacy reasons, I'm gonna say his name is Billy, and this Billy was the bully of the school. He tried to be the biggest bully. He was always mean to people and stuff like that, and everybody hated him. Like, we used to be friends, but then he became a bully, and then I just quit being friends with him. So this guy, Bob, for privacy reasons, obviously, I'm saying this guy's name was Bob, and this guy, he was like one of the biggest bullies, or try to be bullies, in the entire school. Like, he would try to be the biggest bully ever. And he wasn't very good at it, but he tried to, and he would punch kids and everybody else, and it made everybody super mad. And there was this one day that he swung at me, and he missed. And then I swung straight at his flipping face, and he started complaining, crying that I punched him in the face. He didn't do nothing. This is why I stopped doing commentaries. Dude, it's so hard to like say how you done it. Like, he swung, and then basically I swung. I basically right hooked his jaw. Like, that fist went straight up into his jaw. And Billy, he was super, like, obviously I've said this a bunch, he tried to be the biggest bully ever. He was horrible at it though, so that's good. So Billy, as I said, he punched me, then I right hooked him in the jaw, and we were sent to the principal office because there was a teacher right beside us, and he said that I just right hooked him without doing nothing. So then they had to, and we was both telling different stories because I said that he tried to punch me and he missed his shot because I ducked. I have good reflexes. I'm not gonna say I'm the best fighter, but I have good reflexes, if you know what I mean. And Billy tried to punch, and I managed to dodge it and right hook him in the jaw. And he went to the teacher was out there, as I said. And we went to the office. The teacher said that I right hooked him or punched him in the jaw, and I was sent to the office. So was he. Principal said, okay, what happened between us two? We both, I told the truth, he tried to lie, and then he didn't know, because like, this school that I was going to, it was one of my oldest schools. They would put in like brand flipping new security cameras. So they looked at the security cameras because he had no idea there were security cameras there. That's where he used to get in fights at all the time. And he'd get away with it because there was no security cameras. There'd be so many fights that they actually ended up putting security cameras in. And he didn't know that, obviously, so he went for it. Tried to lie, so then he realized, oh crap, they're getting on security cameras. And then I looked at the security cameras, and what do you know? Right there. He tried to punch me and I right hooked him in the jaw. Well, you know, I right hooked him and punched him in the jaw. And in the time, at the point, it wasn't really that bad, but it's weird because like I have a bunch of, I could tell a bunch of story times of this guy. They looked at the security cameras and, oh my god, I'm so bad at commentary, it's just so hard to tell them. They looked at the security cameras and I back hooked him after I ducked his fist. Dude, his fist gave me a haircut. Like, I barely got away from being right hooked, like straight up in the face. And I barely got away with it, cause like I would immediately, if I got straight hit, if I wouldn't have had quick reflexes, boom, straight to the nose. Now, if I would have had straight to the nose, cause he was trying, he's swung at me pretty hard. Like I could tell cause like his fist hit my hair, and it puts the hair back. Like I had to stand up here the rest of the day. We were both suspended for this, by the way, because I didn't go tell the teacher. Because if I wouldn't have right hooked him in the jaw, he would have tried to hit me in like the side, like where he hit him and it hurts. Yeah. Like I could tell he was going for that, so I just went boom straight to the jaw, and like he flew back, and I heard some teeth fall out and everything. Probably broken jaw, I don't know. He went to the doctors, and that's when I changed schools, because I got suspended at that school like 5 times when I was like 7. Yep, suspended when I was like 7, 5 times, something like that, like 4 or 5 times. And that's like the first one. It was very bad. Second one. Now this one happened pretty recently at my school now that I've been at for a few years. So like this school's, it's a pretty small school because I live in a pretty small town now. I live in a bigger town than I did originally where I was born, but so like it's okay. So the school, like the play field, like there's a lot of space for playing. Like there's probably more space to play than there is actually the actual school. So let's say this guy, like how do I put this? There's like a kickball field / football field. There's a track where you can run and walk around. There's like a tennis court thing. There's a basketball court. There's a play thing. There's a gaga pit. There's swings. There's like a resting area, and there's like a tennis ball thing. What's that one thing called? Volleyball. There's one of them too. Like it's a pretty nice playground. And we split up since COVID, this COVID thing. Like we split up the ground, so like one place would be like on the court or the playground or the gaga pit, because the gaga pit's pretty open space, so you can run around and play. And some people be playing the gaga pit, and most people would if it's just gaga pit. Some of us would be at the kickoff field, some of us would be at the football field, because there's like split spots of like the spots. Let's go ahead and get into it. So about 5 minutes into break, my corner, because like we had kickball field that day and football field too, because they would both, because like if something wasn't taken and we had a different one, we could use that one and the other one. Teacher's fine with that. So that day we had football. This happened about 3 weeks ago, probably 3 weeks ago to a month ago. And in the very corner of the football field, my friend was up there. His name is Joe. Obviously, privacy reasons, because if I post it on the internet, he'll figure it out because he watches my videos. Oh my God, I smoked. So I go up in the very corner of the football field, and I see my friend, and what do you know? He had anger issues that day for some reason. Like he's not bad on anger. He truly ain't. That day he had bad, like real bad anger issues. So I came up to give him a shoulder bump like every normal 5th grader would. I'm in 5th grade, by the way. Like every normal 5th grader would. I came up to give him a shoulder bump as cause we're good pals. We're really good pals. We're friends now. But like before he started a fight with me and him, we used to be best friends. Like he used to be like what me and my old school friend used to be, Landon. But yeah. So we're over here, like I get in the corner of the field, I give him a shoulder bump, and then he just like, I don't know what was the problem with him today, but got something stuck in my throat. I gave him a shoulder bump, and he just straight up shoved me into the ground. Obviously, the teachers didn't see that part, so they didn't see it. And then afterwards, I ended up shoving him. Once the teacher saw, anyways. What? Okay. Oh, this is a good sniper. Like I said. Dang it, dude. But like I said, like, I gave him a shoulder bump, he shoved me into the ground, we start pushing each other, and then I end up punching him, he ends up punching me, and then it gets to the point where I'm shoving him into the ground while he's sliding across the grass, because the grass is like a little bit wet, because it got done raining earlier that day. It's to the point where I'm shoving him into the ground to where there's grass being ripped up, and he's sliding across the grass. Like, it's getting a bad, pretty fight. Next thing I know, I just hear, quit! And then I realized, oh crap, there's like, I think there's 3 or 4 teachers sprinting at me and my friend, Joe. And, 4 teachers sprinting at us, and one was a lot faster. She was the youngest of the group, and she was the quickest. And she pushes us down on each other. Because at this point, like, we're shoving each other, and then I hear 4 teachers yelling at us to quit it. And I look to my right, there's I didn't know it, that there's 4 teachers, I just only heard one. But there's 4 teachers sprinting at us, and the youngest one of the group, of the teachers, was full on sprinting. Not jogging, not running, sprinting towards us. And I just hear quit it, and then I'm like, oh crap, this is about to go down. And then the teachers get close to us. They split us up, and once they split us up, we're chilled out again. We're fine, we're vibing. We're good, we're friends again, but I mean, like, split us up, and hold on. Yo, chat, I have to go, which sucks, because I really don't want to go. I'm trying to get him. Okay, yeah. I gotta go. Peace, guys. See you maybe tomorrow or something like that.